Hello, and welcome to Cocktails with a Twist of History, your digital destination for all things cocktails. A fan asked about a cocktail called the Eton Blazer. I found out that there is a cocktail called the Eton Blazer without the A. It's named for the prestigious Eton College in Windsor, England, where the young men wear black tailcoats and pinstripe trousers with a stiff white collar. Sounds like fun. Not. The earliest record of the Eton Blazer is in a classic bar guide called The ABC of Mixing Cocktails, published in London in 1923. There was a lot of ABC cocktail books. I still haven't figured out why. This one is written by Harry of Cairo, even though Harry was from London. The Harry of Cairo here was actually the same Harry Macalone, the legendary Scottish bartender who later buys and creates Harry's New York bar in Paris. But before that, he worked in a place called the Cairo Club in London, where he gained fame in England and published his iconic cocktail guide. In 1923, the guide was the second publishing of one of his books. Like I said, he was the one who purchased the famous bar in Paris and renamed it Harry's New York Bar. I spoke about him in episode 61, about the French 75, and in episode 67, the Blue Lagoon. Please rewatch those. I could use the views. Okay, I've been talking a lot. Let's make an Eton Blazer. It is a gin cocktail and it is shaken, so we are going to need our shaker. So we are going to need 2 ounces of our gin. So, oh, that is nice. Gin has a very distinctive smell. It is a really, really nice liqueur. And here we go. We have our full 2 ounces. I'm actually going to put in a little bit more. I'm going to explain why I'm going to make this 2 different ways. Now, it needs something called Kirsch, which is a cherry liqueur. I have a different cherry liqueur here. Also, very distinctive in the smell. And we're going to use 3/4 of an ounce of that. Here we go. 3/4 of an ounce. Now, we need an ounce of lemon juice. Now, the original one said they used either powdered sugar. I actually used a little bit of light brown sugar. So we're going to put that in. And now we have everything in our tin. We are going to put some ice. We're going to top it off with soda water, but like always, don't put the soda water. And a shaker, you don't want to see what will happen. Let's put in our cover, and we're going to shake. Now, this is going to go in a tea glass. It's an odd color, for sure. Here we go. I am actually going to take a little bit of this off, put it into here, because we are going to add some gin to that, and we're going to see what that tastes like without the soda water. It's going to be a little bit like a martini or an odd martini, but let's see. Go. It's a strange color, like I said, but hey, that's the way it is. Now, we're going to take our soda water and we're going to put it in here. Now, really, it does need some ice, but I didn't have some extra ice, so we're going to go without it. Cheers. So it is similar to all the other cocktails that have the gin and the cherry. There are quite a few of them. There is one called the Cherry Gin Ricky, which is gin, fresh cherry, simple syrup, lime juice, and sparkling club soda. There's also another one called the Sour Cherry Negroni, which is gin, sweet vermouth Campari, and tart cherry juice. There's also one called the Cherry Gin Smash, which is gin, fresh muddled cherries, mint, lemon, and a splash of soda. And there's even one called the Cherry Springer, sour cherry gin, white cream de mint, cherry brandy, chocolate bitters, and I do not think I'm making that soon. As for the cocktail being named after the Eton Blazer, the students of the Eton College didn't all wear the black tailcoats and pinstripe trousers. For some, a select few wore a blazer instead. This was considered even more prestigious. I think it just means that they had more clout and could get away with the deviation in the dress. An Eton collar, by the way, is a real thing in men's dress shirts, and that is distinguished by its soft, rounded tips rather than the sharp-pointed edges like on most standard shirts. This one. They say it's considered a vintage style, frequently called a club or penny collar, and it has a unique curved aesthetics that sets it apart from the conventional menswear. As always, if you know other parts of the story, we want to know it, so you can put it in the comments, you can send it to us by email, or you can tell it to the bottle. We want to know. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and to send a link of this show to somebody else so they can enjoy cocktails with a twist of history. Thank you.